Silver Bells is a really good film. This was released in 2013. It's directed by Cronk. It's written by Andrea Gyertson Nasfell, and we have a cast including Bruce Boxleitner as our protagonist, Bruce. And Bruce has a bit of an anger problem, and he ends up having to do community service. And of course, this is at Christmas time, so he ends up having to help out the Salvation Army, and he becomes a bell ringer. And during his time with the Salvation Army, he meets a lot of people. He learns about a lot of different people's situations. He's able to open up his heart a little bit more and realize that the way he had been acting previously was maybe not the best or most productive or kindest way to behave. And obviously we have some really lovely messages in this. There are definitely some really emotional stories. I'd say it never got overly emotional. I wouldn't say it's a difficult watch in that regard, but there definitely are moments where it gets a little bit heavier, and they always manage to pick it up just quickly enough that it doesn't become too heavy. And there are some brilliant messages in this as well, of course, about what really counts and how to behave and how to be a good person and how to treat other people. And I really enjoyed it, despite the fact that Bruce may not be the kindest or most approachable character to begin with. I did actually like him from the very beginning. It didn't take me any time at all to warm to the character. The narrative itself, however, did take me a little bit of time. I'd say it maybe took, just at a guess, 15-20 minutes to try and get into it. But once I'd say basically from the point when he joins the Salvation Army, which is obviously when the real narrative kicks in. Up until that point, I wasn't really loving it. I didn't hate it. It was just a bit of a slow start. But once it got going, absolutely no problems. I thought it was a beautiful story, very well told, very likeable characters, really good performances. And of course, it's against a Christmas backdrop with some really heartwarming and very eye-opening stories. And I really enjoyed it. As I said, it does get emotional at times. It isn't the heaviest, but it's also very powerful, and I'm very happy to recommend it if you're looking for a Christmas film with a lot of meaning, a lot of moving moments, and some really brilliant messages, all with a well-written narrative and really likeable characters and really good performances. Then needless to say, I'd say Silver Bells is a pretty good one to go with.